What if we could access the deepest levels of consciousness from the energetic comfort of our own home?
I'm not totally comfortable.
Where you don't have to travel through the confusion, the chaos, the toxicity of the matrix. Where you can ascend through the dimension, not even have to journey. Well, it's all possible at the Openhand Ascension portal.
Say hi, Julie.
Hiya! The best!
We've established an energetic portal on Wearial Hill, sacred site in Glastonbury, heart chakra of the planet, where we're connecting up with the higher dimensionals, the Ascended Master Consciousness, the star being nations, and the angelic realm. We're harnessing that energy, holding it in the work, and then reaching out around the world to embrace people within it, where distance is no object. And here's the amazing thing about Zoom. At the click of a button, there you are on my screen. Kindred spirits from the four corners of the globe, all connecting through the ether in the space between the spaces. We're using deep breathing meditation to go internal within the layers that we need to work on, whatever's triggering, whatever's coming up for you right now. We're connecting into the 4D energy body. This forms the blueprint for what goes on in the lower consciousness layers, from the physical, emotional, mental. We're chakra tuning and the deep consciousness bow, which emanates from ancient Himalayan Kriya Yoga practices, where we're really equalizing with the physical, transcending it and emerging out. And then you're able to process whatever is wanting to come up, past life karma, for example, or maybe it's inner child work that you need to be doing in this life. We've got one-on-one facilitation in breakout rooms to really get to what's animating, activating, triggering your journey right now, whether that's in relationships, whether it's how you live and work, or your general living career circumstances. We're going to be working to get rid of entities and implants using Openhand's groundbreaking work, which is really feeling through the layers, animating, seeing, connecting with what is authentically you, and stripping out anything that's not. That's crucial, fundamental to our alignment in the shift. We're going to be activating, animating what we're calling the 9 frequencies of consciousness that constitute the soul ray harmonic. Because let's be clear, the landscape shapes around what you're being. So if you can unleash these new qualities of being, then your landscape's going to change in the most magical, alchemical, harmonious of ways. See what other people have shared about the Openhand work, how it's worked for them.
There was this sense of cosmic connection, because when I sit with Openhand, it's like I'm sitting with a cosmic family.
And I've been doing some sort of yoga, Kundalini yoga, but Openhand's work is like that on steroids.
I come more into my own sense of soul.
It helps me tremendously in going into myself, asking myself questions, inquiring why I am where I am.
So on a daily basis, it's helping me navigate in my business, my personal life, my personal relationships.
The negative parts, the resistances, the thoughts, whether they come from.
One key thing also that stood out for me was that I had this sense of a benevolent mission. I am part of a benevolent mission.
When we talk about the global shift, it helps me focus.
And serving in some way by bringing light into my own darkness, also bringing light into the field around me.
So I was doing the Zoom retreat out on my porch. I came inside. Somebody was staying with me at the time, was on a ladder, and I came in and the energy that I was projecting almost knocked them off the ladder. And he says, man, what's going on? I almost fell off this ladder when you came into this door.
For me, the online sessions are very worthwhile because I am in my natural surroundings. I am here in my family home, where I am daily, and explore the energies from out of my own rooms, from out of my own town.
The energy is actually really, off the scale. That's what I feel. And the inquiry is also off the scale.
That my connection is so strong. I didn't expect that at all.
But I had this huge pain, tightness, heaviness around my crown. And just looked at me, what is happening in your crown? I was so shocked at that time because this is the first time I could, I was shocked that someone in the other part of the world through a screen can look at my head or on my body field and can feel this sense of tightness. And that was really painful for me for the last few days.
What I was amazed about was how energetically powerful it was. I mean, you don't get that kind of energy with typical Zoom meetings.
And Open helped me. The interesting part is he didn't actually interfere with the process. He actually helped me remove it by myself.
You're going to get an experience that is very, very powerful. It's probably going to be as powerful as doing it live.
And I started roaring, and this energy amplified and amplified and amplified. And it's the most intense experience I can remember. It's that was so much power running through me.
And then in the end, when you kind of do the virtual hug, I call it, you say goodbye and feel like, hugging, I can really feel it.
It's like a family. It's like a global family.
Not to mention, it saves you a ton of money and it saves you a ton of time.
It's always magical. We have an amazing time. You don't even need to travel from your front door in order to access it, just to switch on and tune in, connect. So if you feel inspired, come and dive in with Open Hand, whether it's an afternoon on Zoom, in the Ascension exchanges, or a full-on retreat or a course, and we'll connect you up through the ether with kindred spirits around the globe. And really what we're doing is unraveling whatever gets in the way, stripping out whatever you don't need to be carrying, so we can ascend into this new immaculate 5D consciousness that the planet is unfolding into. See you there. Namaste. High five! High five!
High five.